Hey Nathan, it's Friday, September 13th. Ooh, don't walk under any ladders today or anything. Today I want to ask your and YouTube's opinion on something I've seen in the news lately. I'm curious to know what our followers' stances are on disputes that affect people in our country and all over the world. I think we could start a lively conversation, and it's a chance for us to get to know each other better. In 2011, the US government made the slaughtering of horses for human consumption legal again by lifting the ban on inspections on horse-specific slaughterhouses. The backlash that came from this from animal groups and many average Americans was more than expected. Currently, many farmers ship their horses to Mexico and Canada to be slaughtered, and from there the meat is sold to countries like China and France. This process can be very pricey for American farmers, many of whom would prefer a domestic option. These long, expensive trips can also be very stressful on the horses. Most horses that are sent to slaughter are too old to work anymore or are injured. Farmers simply can't afford to take care of them, regardless of whether or not they have an emotional attachment to the animal. But is slaughtering humane for horses? Some argue that they suffer more at the slaughterhouse than other livestock like cattle. Others argue that the two main alternatives are worse, either left to starve in wild pastures or being taken out back to get shot in the head. Many opponents of horse slaughter just can't get over the idea that horses are pets, however. They equate it to starting a puppy mill where dogs are raised for slaughter and then the meat sent to Asian countries where eating dog meat is common practice. But many countries around the world eat horse meat, and who are we to judge their cultural practices? Devout people of Hinduism abstain from killing and eating cattle as they find the cow sacred, thus finding the slaughter and consumption of cattle abhorrent. Another argument of people against horse slaughter is that horses are often treated with drugs that would be harmful to humans if consumed. If regulated properly, though, the meat wouldn't reach an American market, and there might not even be a reason to drug the horses if slaughter is a possibility. And anyway, it's pretty common knowledge that a lot of beef and dairy consumed by Americans is loaded with hormones and steroids that are used to beef up the animal and make them grow faster. It's hard to form an opinion on the matter. I think we need to give our struggling farmers any chance to make more money. I also think that given the opportunity, we have the means to regulate domestic slaughterhouses to humane standards. I am aware though that many slaughterhouses in the country right now don't live up to great standards for the livestock or the workers there. And there's no guarantee that this wouldn't be any different for horse slaughterhouses. But I don't think it's fair to favor the slaughtering of cattle and other livestock over horses. I mean, if there are people who want to eat the horse meat, then we should let them eat the horse meat. At the same time, I strongly disagree with the notion of sneaking horse meat into foods without letting the consumer know. Basically, if people want to eat horse meat, then let them. If they don't, then they don't have to. Marie Antoinette might say, qu'il mange du cheval. Since most of these horses are being sent to slaughter anyway, why not do it domestically where it can be monitored more closely and give more money to the farmer? I really want to know what you guys think. Should we make the practice more common in the US? Would you eat horse meat? Please comment on YouTube so that we can keep the discussion all in one place. Would I eat horse meat? Well, I'm a vegetarian, so no. But if I weren't a vegetarian, I don't know. I think it would be pretty weird for me, but I don't want to stop somebody else from eating horse meat if they want to. Nathan, I realized that your video on Wednesday went over 1 second on YouTube, even though I was there when you uploaded it and it was only 4 minutes and 59 seconds before uploading it, and then once you uploaded it, YouTube decided to change it to 5 minutes and 1 second. So I'm gonna give you a pretty easy punishment for this since it's not really your fault. I want you to just do another marshmallow challenge. Tell us some funny jokes while stuffing some marshmallows in your mouth. I want you to finish those up before they get really stale. So Nathan, we'll see you on Monday.